What's up, y'all? Today we have a posture focused workout. So we're going to work on our shoulders. So today we're really going to focus on your scapula placement, your shoulder blades, and really stabilizing those. So first we're going to go ahead and warm those up. So you're sitting with your legs crossed, or they could be out in front of you, whatever's comfortable, but your arms are straight out in front of you, palms facing you, and then you're just going to protract or reach the arms toward the opposite wall, but you're using the backs of your arms. You're using your shoulder blades to push the arms straight out, okay? So you're just going to go out. Let's go for 3 more. 2. And now you're going to draw them back. So you're drawing the shoulder blades back together and then setting them back to that neutral position. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades back, still keeping the arms straight and in place where they are, but you're mobilizing through the scapula. Now you're going to take your arms and act like you're diving in water and push the arms forward, protract, and then as you come up, you're going to retract. So you're exaggerating the arms back. So you're going to dive forward, turn the palms, come back, and retract. All right, so you're diving, protract, and then come back, retract. Now you're also making sure that you're not popping the ribs as you retract. So you're not coming out like that. You're coming as much as you can without losing the connection with your ribs, okay? Excuse me. So let's go 3 more times. Last 2. So really making sure that the shoulders are staying away from the ears throughout this workout. So we're avoiding hunching, okay? So you can put the arms down. Feet are going to go out in front of you if they aren't already. Go ahead and tuck and scoop the abdominals and roll the pelvis away and then come sit back up. So you're just scooping, tucking, and your ribs are going towards the back wall as you roll your pelvis away. And then you're going to come up, sit up nice and tall. Okay? So you're avoiding arching the back. You're just scooping here, rounding out there, and then coming, sitting up tall. Let's go 2 more. Okay? Sitting just behind the sit bones. You're going to take the feet straight up and hold them. Your legs are separated, okay? And then we're going to scoop just like we did until we start to roll back and then come back up. Open leg rocker here. So you're tucking the pelvis to the point where you can't do anything but roll back. You're scooping, 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 and then you're letting that momentum carry you back up, making sure you're not rolling too far on the neck. And again, we're mindful of our scapula, so you're not hunching the shoulders. Okay, let's go 1 more here. And come on up. Set the feet down and roll your body down. Hands down to your side, feet are flat on the mat. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, peel the hips off of the mat and then roll the spine up 1 piece at a time without arching the back. Hold it and then roll back down 1 piece at a time. All right, so you're going to inhale, exhale, peel yourself off of the mat nice and easy, thinking you're laying down the spine 1 piece at a time, 1 vertebra at a time, okay? Lifting up, contracting with the glutes, keeping the connection with the abdominals. Let's go 1 more here. We're tucking, rolling through our imprint, lifting up, and then come on back down. Now we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to lift up the hips 1 piece at a time, okay? So we're coming up 1 piece, quick. We're not articulating the spine here. We're just lifting straight up and lowering down. Still the connection in the abdominals, still engaging through the hips, the glutes and the hamstrings. But now we're just lifting up 1 piece at a time. All right, let's go for 5 more here. 5. Nice and smooth for 4. 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it up here. And then just lift the heels, both heels at a time. Both heels at the same time. So lifting up, keeping those hips up. 4, 3, nice and controlled. Last one. And then roll back down. Take the feet out a little bit more in front of you. Bend the elbows. Take the palms of the hands on the forehead. All right, we're rolling up here. So we're going to roll up like a sit-up and come up over your knees. All right. Then you're going to straighten out the spine one piece. Then you're going to hinge. So you're hinging at the hips. Your back stays straight. Remember your shoulder placement. And then when you can't go back anymore, control, you're going to tuck and roll. All right. So we're adding on to some of the movements we did, even in the warm-up. And rolling. Good. Making sure those scapulas stay in place. Don't start hunching the shoulders now that you're rolling up. Okay? Control yourself. Use the abdominals to get you up and over the knees. Straighten it out. Hinge and roll down. Let's go one more. Get up. Inhale. Uncurl. And then start to hinge back and tuck and roll. Good. Take the arm behind the thigh and roll up. We're going to repeat that sequence. Roll back behind the sit bones here. Take the feet up in the air, keeping the legs separate and open, and then tuck the pelvis till you start to roll and come on up. Use your abdominal connection, and we're moving here, okay? Tuck. Remember that shoulder placement. That's always a good check. We got 4 more. Roll back. Exhale, come on up. 2. 1 more. Good. Now this time put the feet down and we're going to come all the way down. We're going to lift the hips straight up and lower them down. Go straight up, lower down. For 8. Exhale for 7. Contract the glutes for 6. Good. Keep the connection in your abdominals for 5. Exhale for 3. Last 2 here. Get ready to lift up the heels. We're going for 8. Both heels at the same time, keeping the hips up. So you really focus on the glute engagement here. 3, 2. Before you come down, reset. So get the hips up a little bit higher if you let them fall. Make sure your pelvis is level, and then roll down. All right, going back into the roll up. So feet are flat on the floor. Take the palms of the head onto the forehead. Stabilize your scapula. Okay, feet are a little bit further out in front of you than usual because you're gonna roll up, uncurl, straighten out the spine, and hinge. Roll down. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears. Roll on down. Use your breath. So inhale, exhale. To get you over those knees. Straighten out that spine one piece and then start to hinge back. And then scoop and roll down. Let's go 2 more. Roll it on up. Hinge. Woo. Last one. Hinge. And roll. Good deal. Hands are coming up straight in front of you. You're going to inhale, come on up. And then as you come up, You're going to bring your hands, your arms towards your ears, but think of your chest opening up as you come up. Then you're going to roll down. Okay? So we're kind of building on some of the movements that we already did, but our focus is really on that scapular placement. Okay? Your shoulder blades. So even though your hands are up and they're coming up towards your ears, you're still using them you're bringing them down, not up. Okay? You're bringing them down, showing off as if you're showing off your necklace, and then you're going to roll down. Okay? So let's do a couple more of those. We're going to do 4, but we're going to keep it nice and fluid. Okay? So really working the abdominals here, but thinking about that shoulder placement as you bring those arms toward the ears, okay? So we got 2. Roll down. Using the abdominals. Now let's go ahead. Bring the knees into the chest and go ahead and flip over onto your belly. So take your hands out to your W. They're on the outsides of your mats. Inhale, slide the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Exhale, just lift up slightly, keeping the elbows and the feet on the ground, and then you lower back down. Okay? Inhale to prepare that, and then lift up. So your abdominals and your glutes also fire as you draw your shoulder blades back down towards your feet. Okay? So protecting the low back with that glute and abdominal engagement, but we're really focused on the scapula, okay? Let's go ahead and take the palms facing the thighs, arms long down by the sides. Roll your shoulders to start. Okay, so it's an exaggeration. Your nose is just touching the mat, okay? On that inhale, roll the shoulder blades down towards the toes, and then lift off. Nice and straight. Your body's nice and long. Lower down and then roll the shoulder blades forward. Inhale, roll them down. Glutes and abdominals fire, and that was what gets you off of the ground. You're hovering off of the ground. Your legs are still on the floor. Let's go one more. Inhale, exhale, lift off, lower down. Take the palms onto the forehead. Same thing. Prepare, drawing those shoulder blades back and lift off. Lower back down. Really thinking about that upper back. This is going to help with our posture. Lower down. One more. Get those shoulder blades down, shoulders away from the ears. Take the hands back towards your W. On your inhale, draw everything back down towards the floor, down towards the toes. And then you're going to dive the hands forward, swing them around, bring them towards your hips. Bend them back, dive forward, swinging them around. And as you swing them around, your upper body comes up higher off of the mat. Okay? Let's go for 4. Exhale for 3. Glutes are engaged. Last 2. Abdominals are still connected. And lower down. Okay? So we have a few movements in that position. So let's go ahead and push into a shell stretch. I'm telling you to stay engaged in your core and your glutes just so you're not into your low back. So we're going to be laying down in a prone position. Your arms are still going to be here. Remember, we're talking about scapular stabilization. So your arms aren't here as you pump. No, you stabilize them first and then you pump through the shoulder. Okay? We're going to do that while we lay down. Okay? Take an inhale breath. Exhale. Inhale, float off of the mat, upper body and lower body. Now pump just the arms, right, left, right, left. Glutes are tight. You're contracting the glutes, contracting the abs, right, left, right, left. Inhale and exhale. And lower down. Good. Now, we're not going into our shell stretch. We're going right into our swan, okay? So take the legs and rotate them out towards the edges of the mat. You're in your W position. Draw those shoulder blades back and press until you start to, your elbows come off. So you're coming up higher now. Your shoulder blades are still drawing towards the toes, okay? Great for posture. Lower down. Press into the floor. Activate the glutes. This is important. And then your hips are staying on the ground. So you're not lifting up so far that your hips, your pelvis comes off, right? It's just the elbows, just the upper body. Okay? And lower down. Let's go one more. Good. We're going to go through that sequence again. We're going to start with our breaststroke. We're going right into our diving and lifting up, okay? We'll do our swimming, and then we'll end with our swan. So let's push back into a shell stretch. Let's prep for that. Actively flex the spine with the abdominals, okay? And then let's get into it. So get ready. The feet are flat on the mat. Your hands are at your W to start with that breaststroke. Fire the glutes now. Go ahead and inhale and dive forward. Exhale. Come on up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now take the arms out in front of you. Lift up the legs and pump the arms. Inhale. 3, 4, 5, and exhale. No feet, just the arms. And exhale. Inhale. Pump, 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 and exhale. And lower down. Hands down in your W. Go ahead and rotate the legs outward. Inhale to prepare. Slide the shoulder blades back. Press into the mat. Let the elbows come off of the mat. Don't lose the engagement with the glutes, y'all. That's important. But remember, you are really focused on that scapula placement because we're going for better posture, right? Stabilizing the scapula is important for your posture. Not rounding through the shoulders, not hunching. Let's go for one more. Hold it. Engage the abdominals. Activate the glutes. You should not feel it in your low back. If you do, don't come up as high, okay? And then lower down. Good. Push back into our last shell stretch, y'all. Very good. Now let's go back on the back. Let's stretch that out a little bit. So go ahead and take your arms out to a T. Lift that right leg and just rotate the body. You should feel that stretch somewhat in the low back and then your shoulder, okay? So we're just stretching out a little bit. You can rest the head down on the mat. And then slowly come out of that. And let's go to the other side, okay? So we're lifting that left leg, rotating the body while this shoulder stays on the ground, okay? And feeling that stretch. Good. Come out slowly. Come on up. All right, y'all. So that'll do it. And I will see you guys at the next workout.